Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, and I'm back with another video here to talk about one of the most funniest things I've ever seen on Twitter. Yo, shout out to my bro Persona for actually sending me this tweet, because if you guys don't know, I am not on Twitter, so some of the stuff I'm just not seeing. I'm not able to, get notifications or anything like that. But yo, Persona sent me this joint, laughing his ass off, and I'm over here like, yo, this is funny as hell, man. So this is something that I've been saying for the longest when it comes to Game Pass and what Game Pass can do when it comes to Xbox games, man. The Game Pass effect. It is true. It is very, very true thing that within the whole mindset of Game Pass and games coming out within a certain time or period or whatnot, they can just be developing the game within Game Pass. And Redfall, in my opinion, just like Halo Infinite, just like everything that they have as well, is no different from those games. So just today, the Redfall account announced that Redfall is launching on Xbox Series consoles with quality mode only. Something that, in the beginning of the generation, they said, there's no need for all those quality modes and performance modes. The Series X, the Series console, is just going to handle it. It's RDNA 2. It's all this bullshit that they were preaching, right? So on the Series X, it's going to be 4K 30 frames per second. On the Series S, is going to be 1440p 30 frames a second. 60 frames per second performance mode will be added via a game update at a later date. Yo, this game is coming in hot, only in 30 frames per second. A lot of people shared their emotions and what they was thinking about 30 frames per second when it came to games like Gotham Knights. They can't buy it because it's 30 frames per second. I want to see what's going to be happening here. Can you play it just because it's in Game Pass? And this is the problem that I have when it comes to things like Game Pass, is because I know a lot of people is going to ignore this situation here. Going to be like, yo, it's in Game Pass. I'm not paying for the game full price. I'm not paying the $70. So why do I have to worry about the game only being in 30 frames per second because it's in Game Pass? You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people is going to be saying, and a lot of people is going to be thinking. But the fact that the Game Pass effect is real and it's tried and true, because they know they can get away with so much due to the game launching in Game Pass. They don't have to put in a 60 frames per second. The backlash most likely is not going to be so critical because it's in Game Pass. Why would I need to launch something like this with 60 frames per second, all the bells and whistles, when I'm launching it in Game Pass? You know what I mean? We can just develop the game whenever we want to develop the game later on, whatever. They treating games like this like a games as a service. You know what I mean? Every game that comes through Game Pass is like a games as a service, because you don't have to put your best foot forward, because it's such a cheap access to all the games that that they're coming out or that you guys can play. I think this thing is a shame. I think it's a spit in the face to all Xbox gamers. The fact that you will release this game after a year delay, after a delay from last year, that you will not have 60 frames per second launching with this game. It will come later on at a later date. It is pure craziness to me that Microsoft thinks this is okay for them to do. Pure craziness to me. Like, why would you think something like this is okay for you to do when it comes to this service? I don't get it. In my opinion, I think Redfall, from what I've seen from the IGN first, it doesn't look too appealing. Graphically, it doesn't look like it's holding up either. Like, it looks like it kind of got, I don't want to use the word downgrade, but it's definitely some changes going on over there when it comes to the game. It looks very bland. It's not as colorful as it was first shown. When it was first shown during whatever show, I think it was like E3 or whatnot. It doesn't look as bright and vivid and colorful like that first showing that gameplay at E3. But I think this is a shame, man. Launching this game, no 60 frames a second after all this delay. Like, what is going on here with Microsoft? What is going on over there with Xbox? I feel like it's the only reaction that I can say or display is Ashley's disappointment. You know what I mean? Like this. Pure craziness, man. Pure craziness. I don't know what the hell is going on over there over the land of Xbox, but in my opinion, this is a shame, and I would definitely want to see more people speak up and see what's going on with this joint. I would definitely be listening and looking into YouTube to see what people are saying, because I find this hilarious that Microsoft is definitely going to get away with something like this because of the game launching in Game Pass. In my personal opinion, they're going to get away with this because the game is launching in Game Pass. And yeah, 60 frames a second. I know we know a lot of you gamers want 60 frames a second, but you get that later. You get a free, cheap way to play our game and deal with whatever you have to deal with as far as the game launching. And we'll see you whenever 60 frames per second come out. And happy that's in Game Pass. Okay, enjoy Redfall in 30 frames a second. Something that Xbox Phil Spencer have claimed to say that they're done with. It's 60 frames a second or nothing. And the whole Xbox velocity architecture, RDNA 2, ray tracing, everything that they have been preaching and talking about on paper, stats wise and all that stuff, they have not been doing when it comes to their own first party games. Ray tracing, they took that out of Minecraft. This game, no 60 frames a second. Aaron Greenberg's Phil Spencer out here bragging to the world that 60 frames a second is what we doing. It's 60 frames a second or die. Yo, this is a shame out here. This is a shame, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. It's your boy Jay Barry, man. The Game Pass effect is real. It is true. And pay attention, man. Pay attention. A lot of Starfield, people thinking that Starfield is going to have 60 frames per second. This is the future that we want. You want to get easy access, free access, cheap access to these games? We're going to give it to you as cheap as possible, and we'll develop that joint later. You know what I mean? See you guys in the next patch. It's your boy Jay Barry, and I'm gone. Deuces.
이걸로 당신에게 진 빚은 갚았어요.